So welcome everybody for this very exciting channeling. I don't know about everyone else, but I am absolutely thrilled and delighted and so excited to be doing this because it's the first time that I have brought both Yeshua and Mary Magdalene through together. I have channeled both of them separately many times, but to be able to hold both of their energies and to bring them through to share whatever wisdom and messages that they wish to share for us, and particularly on this Lionsgate portal. It just feels really, really powerful and really significant. I've no idea how they're going to come through, and I've no idea what they're going to share because I am not privy to any of that information. So it'll be much a surprise to me as to everybody else. So for those of you that haven't seen me work before, I go down into a trance state, which is an altered state of awareness. I then allow them to blend with me and then to start to speak through me. So they will channel first and share whatever messages that they wish to. There will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. So as we're going through, if you can think of any questions that you'd like to ask them, if you can put it in the chat bar and just type it. And Nick is going to be the host for this evening. Thank you very much, Nick. And she will read out your questions when it comes to that point in the channeling, in the transmission where they invite questions from people. So I think I've covered everything. Does that sound okay, Nick? Yeah.
Yep, sounds perfect.
Thank you. Right. So I'll start to go down. I am Yeshua. It is an absolute honor to be here with you all this evening, to be able to come through with my divine counterpart, the being that you know as Mary Magdalene. It is an honor for both of us to be able to come through, particularly on this high energy portal, to be able to share our messages, our truth, our wisdom, to be able to come through with my divine counterpart, to be blended with her, to speak through, even though each of us will be speaking individually. Know that when we speak, there is also that connection with the other. We are intertwined. Our voices are one. Our essence is one. Even though we will come through this evening as separate beings, know that there is the combined message that comes through, that combined frequency, the combined energy. You may feel the distinct differences between my energy and hers, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Or some of you may feel that combined energy when the two of us are in the same proximity, when we come through blended as one. There is no right or wrong. However you feel our energies is right for you and right for what you are meant to be experiencing right now. There will be the frequency of healing that comes through with these words. They are aimed to be able to radiate through your aura, through your body, to provide assistance and support for you right now. The energy on earth is very intense at the moment. You have all felt this energy. It has felt in some ways like you're in a pressure cooker, as this energy has been building this year, and particularly right now, as you entered what you call the Lionsgate portal, when your spiritual sun, the star Sirius, beams its rays onto Earth directly, amplifying the energy, amplifying your soul's path, your soul's purpose for being here, shedding the layers of all that is no longer needed for you, allowing all to fall away. More and more of you are being shown the illusion and the truth, the distortion and the true reality. This is exactly what is meant to be happening. That you are seeing more and more where you resonate and where you don't resonate. This will be with situations, circumstances, beliefs, people. Allow these things to fall away as is necessary. Know that it is all part of the process. The higher you vibrate, the increased frequency with which you rise to, that higher consciousness that you open yourself up to, that higher wisdom, that higher truth. This is the path that you have chosen. This is the path that your soul desires, to become that ascended master in a physical body, embodying the ascension energies while still walking this earth. This is what you came here to achieve. This is the process that you are all going through at the moment. But knowing that bigger picture, that expansive picture, does not make the path any easier. We appreciate the toil on your body, the toil on your energy. We appreciate as time has accelerated. It feels like you are constantly being bombarded with energy, with upgrades, with shifts. There appears to some to be no rest, to be no let up. And it is impacting every part of your life and every part of you. Everything is being illuminated for you to see. The darkness cannot be hidden any longer. The shadow aspects of yourself, the shadow aspects of Earth, the shadow that you have spent many years keeping hidden, not necessarily deliberately, but it has been part of the illusion of being on Earth, of being in this current paradigm, of incarnated on Earth at this moment. But things are now shifting. Things are revealing themselves that need to come to the surface. This brings up emotions. It brings up that physical aspects You may find that your body hurts, different parts of your body. Things may not seem to move as fluidly as they once did. These are all part of the ascension symptoms. You may feel your energy vibrating, your body feeling like it has a mind of its own and is just vibrating with the increase in energy. This is just your body, your nervous system, adjusting to these frequencies. Every influx in frequency, in energy, requires your body to recalibrate on a physical level, on a mental and emotional level, as well as energetic. This recalibration can be tiring. You may notice your sleep pattern is disrupted. You may sleep longer. You may sleep shorter. It will vary depending on how your body is adjusting to these frequencies. The more that you can surrender and allow and just trust, the easier your body will find it. Nurturing, loving, and caring for your body is essential right now. So many of you think that the higher realms is where the focus needs to be. But in fact, the focus needs to be on the physical body. It is an essential part of embodiment, the body. You cannot embody these new frequencies without recognizing the part your physical body plays. Honor it. Honor the journey and the path that you are on. Know that you are divinely guided. There is the divine plan that is unfolding. But at each stage, you all have a choice. Every step, you still have free will. You choose whether to embrace these energies, embrace your path, be willing to look at those shadow aspects of yourself, or you can choose not to. There is no judgment, but each of you have a choice in every moment. It is not easy to keep walking forward, to keep taking those necessary steps. Some of you will require to pause, to rest, to just press hold for a time. The opportunities will come round again. You will be able to move forward. This is not a race. There is no fixed destination and timescale in place. All of you are walking your own path at your own pace. There is no comparison to others, no judgment. There is no right or wrong. There is only your path and what is right for you. The phrase that you often use is stay in your own lane. That is very critical advice for right now. Stay in your lane. This is your divine plan, your divine path. Know that it is unfolding perfectly. There is no missing opportunities, missing the boat, missing that ultimate plan of moving forward. Just if others seem to be moving forward faster than you, that does not mean you have missed anything. And just because others may appear to be moving faster, that does not mean that is reality. None of you can see what is going on beneath the surface. Beneath the surface of everybody. So whereas some may seem to be immobile, not moving forward at all, they in reality could be making great strides within themselves, within their energy, within their field. For all of you, this journey is not external. It is internal. It is an inner journey. This goes unseen. So what you are witnessing around you can also be considered an illusion. Embodiment, ascension, all is within. It is not found outside of yourself. So you will find it most helpful to stop comparing, to recognize you are an individual on your individual divine path. Mary Magdalene wishes to step forward and to be able to speak to you individually now. I will return. Greetings, my dearest ones. As my beloved Yeshua has said, this is such indeed an honor to be with you all, to be able to feel all of your energies, your frequencies, that remembrance of being together again. Such familiar energies. To be reunited in this space, to be together with my beloved, to be able to share with you our energy, our frequency, and our truth. To us, it is a privilege and an honor to be able to observe your journeys, your paths, the huge courage that it takes to be on earth at this moment, to be allowing these energies that are bombarding your physical bodies, your energetic bodies, to have that courage to allow this process. It is indeed wondrous to observe. You have all chosen to be here at this critical time on earth, this tipping point where more and more are awakening around the planet. Never before in history has this been achieved. Never before has this many people been on the brink of awakening, let alone all of you that are already awakened, that you are already on your spiritual path, that you are embracing and wanting to embody more and more of your true self. We see all of those souls just on the point of waking, of beginning to understand that there is more to life on earth than the duality, the illusion that they thought was real. When they awake, and they will, this, my dears, will be the tipping point. This will allow Earth and all her beings on it to fully ascend into the higher dimensions, that higher consciousness. This is what myself and Yeshua have dreamed of for millennia. This was our divine plan, set in motion all those years ago. That divine blueprint, that seed that was planted within the earth, within humanity's DNA, awaiting for the time for it to be awakened, to be rebirthed. This is a wondrous time indeed. And you all have chosen to be part of this, to play a key role. And understand this. All of you play a key role in this ascension. You are all a key part in this jigsaw, in this puzzle that is unfolding. Each of you play a very specific role. Do not doubt your path. Do not doubt what you are here to bring forward. Know that each and every one of you are exactly where you're meant to be at this moment. You may feel that there are so many endings at the moment, particularly during this year. Things are ending, falling away. Know that this is destined. The space needs to be cleared before the new can come in. You are all starting a new chapter, a new exciting chapter. That this is the reason that you incarnated, to fulfill this next chapter in your life. This is where you reach your highest potential, your highest aspect of yourself. Knowing that everything is unlimited. The possibilities are endless. Seeing your light shine brighter and brighter as you move through these next few months, setting the scene for this next few years. this next decade, several decades. This year is setting the seed for that. It is setting the scene. Things are unfolding. They are evolving exactly as they need to. And know that everything is happening, as always, in perfect divine timing. I work with many of you individually. I also work with you as a collective. Know that each of you are connected both to myself and my beloved. Some of you carry more the Magdalene code, that Magdalene lineage. Some of you more the Christ light, the essence, the Christ consciousness. Know that you are all called to this light for a reason. You have chosen many lifetimes ago to follow this path, to hear the call when it was time, to come forward and follow that call, that whisper, that voice within. The time is now, dear ones. Allowing these codes to awaken, allowing you to follow your purpose, because you too dreamed of this moment many, many lifetimes ago. It has been a collective desire, not just myself and Yeshua, to bring this moment to being. I work with you in different ways. Some of you, I work with anchoring higher frequencies in specific places. And I have been working with some of you for a number of years, where you have been guided to go to specific places across your planet, anchoring in necessary codes, necessary frequencies. Some of you are working in different aspects, transmitting energy, absorbing and passing it on to others to be able to radiate your light out, awakening within them the codes that are ready to be birthed. Some of you are transmitters, some of you are receivers. You are all working exactly as that you meant to. Know this is part again of the divine plan. We urge you to just follow your intuition, follow your guidance, even though it may not feel clear. You may not understand, but just follow that desire and you will not go wrong. Myself and Yeshua are what you would call the divine union. We epitomize that equal balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine as we merge our energies together and we speak as one. Know that you are all working towards this ultimate balance, the ultimate balance within you of this feminine and this masculine energies. Know that you all possess these frequencies, these aspects of yourself. You are being called more and more to let go of the wounded aspects, of the shadow aspects, and bring yourselves into alignment, into perfect harmony and union. Allow us to assist in this process. Allow us to show you that blueprint, to align your energies. Because to truly embody, you need to balance within, to bring that divine feminine aspect as well as the divine masculine aspect into complete harmony and balance, so that they dance with each other in unison. Because until you balance this divine union energy within, you cannot attract that divine union outside of yourself. Many of you here are to bring the divine union partnership into being in this lifetime, to find your counterpart that is equally willing to balance this divine energy while being in individual bodies, to be able to work with each other as a union in sacred partnership. Many of you have chosen this path, and we are here to assist. But it starts with you. All of you that are here on this ascension path require to balance these energies, because it is an essential part of becoming what you would call an ascended master, a divine being, having that balance and the union within. We individually, when we walked this earth, had to balance our energies to be able to stand in equal partnership, in sacred union with each other. We had to start with ourselves. And being together showed us where we were still carrying those lesser aspects of the divine, the wounded aspects that were not in resonance with the divine. We acted as mirrors for each other. And we will serve to act as a mirror for you, encouraging you to embrace and to embody and to entwine more of these energies within. Does anybody have any questions for us?
Thank you so much. We do have some questions. And this first question is for either yourself or Yeshua, and a lot of gratitude for your appearance. Is there a specific spiritual exercise or practice that you would recommend to allow further spiritual cleansing and the release of negative energy?
Thank you. There are many spiritual practices that are open and that are available to you. We would encourage for you to use the ones that resonate with you, because the practices that you choose will resonate with your energy and with where you are on your path. These practices will change as you move through your journey. So know that anything that we recommend will change for each and every one of you as you move along your path. Nothing is finite. Nothing is fixed. We consider inner work very essential and a key part of this ascension. And what I mean by inner work is spending time alone, spending time in silence, whether this is through meditation practice, whether this is just allowing you to embrace your energy, to feel your energy, tune into your body, maybe journal on what it is that you feel, what it is that you discover. Ascension is not found in the mind. It is found in the body. It is not what you think, it is who you are. So the more that you develop a practice to be able to sit with yourself, to be able to feel where things are being held in your body, where you are feeling your energy in a particular moment, allowing your breath to breathe into your body, using rhythmic breath, allowing things to settle, allowing things to come to the surface when it is necessary, allowing emotions. Enlightenment is not a mental process. So following simple practices is very beneficial. It is not necessary to have complicated routines, to follow complicated practices. The more that you can simplify things, the more that you can just be with yourself, the easier this process will be. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question we have is, thank you, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, for speaking to us at this time close to the 8-8 portal. Indeed, there are immense energies and lots happening here on Earth, and also new discoveries from the ancient past. I particularly am interested in Egypt. Can you enlighten us what the pyramids in Giza were actually used for and what will be uncovered next?
I will hand this over to my beloved Yeshua.
Thank you.
Many of you are attracted to Egypt. Many of you feel the pull to return to this sacred ancient place. Many of you have had lifetimes, not just a lifetime, but lifetimes in this place. You feel that pull to the pyramids, to the temples. More and more of you, not just these on the call, are feeling that pull to this sacred, to this ancient place. Because this path, this point on earth is connected to different planets, to different galaxies, to a different time. It acts as a portal, allowing the passage of information, allowing the passage of technology, of frequency to pass through. The pyramids, even though transpired to be an excellent place to store dead bodies. This was not the reason that it was built. They act as an antenna. They act as a receiver, as a transmitter. There are many pyramids over the world, some underwater, some in an earth, some on the outside of your earth. All are connected. All beam lights to one another, forming a grid, forming a network. These then also beam out from the earth, transmitting, receiving to other beings that are connected, that are all working together to bring planet Earth to those higher dimensions. More and more will be uncovered over time as you yourselves rise to that level of consciousness that is able to receive the information. These layers will be uncovered at the appropriate times when you are at the spiritual advancement level and technological advancement level, to be able to access, to be able to be open to, and to receive this information. All could be revealed now, but it would not serve a purpose. You would not be able to comprehend, and you would not be able to use what would be uncovered. So therefore it would be potentially useless, but uncovering what is buried deeper and deeper within your earth, under these key places, knowing that the places that these objects, temples, pyramids, any kind of structure, they are all built there for a reason. Nothing is by accident. They all form part of a puzzle. They are all connected by grids, by lines, by energy portals. Know that everything is now coming online more and more. A lot of these sacred sites have been redundant. They have been dormant for millennia. Over these past several years, they have slowly become online and being awakened to be able to once again serve the purpose that they were put there for. To be able to transmit and to receive energies, frequencies, receiving information, codes, higher frequencies, higher wisdom, higher technology, and as well as to share across the globe with all these different aspects, these different sacred sites. Each carry a unique frequency, a unique tone, a unique purpose, and all act as a whole. And there is no coincidence where any of them are located. They are on key energetic node points. More and more will be awakened, more and more will be revealed over time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yeshua. And the next question is also for both you and Mary Magdalene. How do we balance our divine masculine and divine feminine?
Thank you. This, as with all of your ascension paths, is a process. It is not something that is just achieved overnight, because so much distortion, so much wounded energies need to be revealed and need to be let go. You have had lifetimes of living in this distorted reality, of not living in that divine aspect and recognizing yourself as a divine being. So therefore it is a process of one recognizing the masculine energies of yourself and the feminine energies of yourself, and recognizing those two aspects before you then look to embrace that divine aspects. You need to be able to look at the shadow and to let the shadow go, those wounded, those distorted aspects, before you can begin to embrace those true higher aspects of the feminine and the masculine. And that involves shedding layers. And all the work that you are doing is working towards shedding those layers, shedding the shadow, allowing more and more of your true selves to come to being. And then within that, to recognize the aspects of yourself that are the feminine, that your intuition, that wisdom, that desire to be, to recognize your power of just being in the energy, understanding that there is a flow and a time for everything. And then understanding that that needs to be balanced with the masculine, that doing energy, the holding of space, the holding of structures, and that being done in a divine way, as opposed to a distorted aspect which many play out on your planet right now. So by having a wider understanding and concept of these particular energies will allow it to be easier for you to balance these aspects within you. Knowing that this will be easier at certain times and more difficult at certain times. But as with everything, practice makes it easier. I did not become ascended overnight. I too had to walk the path. I had to reflect, to see beyond the illusion, to embrace more of my divine aspects and recognize that union within. This was a process for me, the same as it is for you. Both myself and Mary Magdalene walk beside you, encouraging, nudging you, highlighting certain aspects, encouraging you to be able to walk towards that path of true union. But know the true union will come in stages. It will become easier over time, and you will be able to hold that energy more of the time, to be able to hold your divine feminine while anchoring it in with that divine masculine as that beautiful sacred container, allowing your feminine to rise and to flourish within. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeshua. And we just have two more questions, if that's okay.
Yes.
So this question is, you talked about receivers and transmitters. I have been experiencing this healing energy coming into my body to be transmitted to others, healing me in the process. Can you talk a little more about transmitting healing energies to others? How does it work? Is it possible for me to do it wrong? Thank you.
First of all, I would like to address there is no way you could do it wrong. None of you are able to do anything wrong. Again, part of the duality is this link with right and wrong. There is no way to be able to get anything wrong. Secondly, about transmitting the energy to others, you are indeed correct. This is a role that you play and a role that you signed up for, to allow energies to come through you to be able to transmit to others. And many of you also play this role. There are different ways in which this is done. Sometimes you will feel energy coming into your body and you will feel it passing through, either into the earth or out into the people surrounding you. Some of you will not be aware of this passage of energy. It will just be happening. It does not matter if you are aware or you are not aware. The process still happens. You are being used as a vessel, as a shining light, to allow those frequencies, the codes, to be able to flow through you. You can then radiate them out to others in different ways. Sometimes it will be done during your dream state, where you'll be radiating out to the collective at large and working with others to radiate these energies, to allow the collective frequency to absorb this. Other times, it will be those that you come in direct contact with, allowing the codes to come through you, to transmit to others, either that are in close proximity or slightly further away. But this would not be transmitted great distances. They will be transmitted in a much more smaller location, one that is located around you. So you will be that beacon of light, that lighthouse, being that transmitter, allowing others to receive these frequencies, these codes, knowing that whoever receives them are meant to receive them. It is not placing this energy on unwanted beings. They have all requested this, and it will serve them at the place that they are. Some, it may serve to awaken. Others, these frequencies may lay dormant for a while. But know all is welcome. All has been asked to be received. It is all within their soul's divine plan. Thank you.
Thank you. And our final question is, to release the negative energies fully, do we need to go through negative, painful feelings again?
This is not necessary, although many of you perceive that it is the only way. Many of you perceive that you need to go through these, repeating the past, repeating these energies, repeating these situations, whether it is playing it out in this lifetime or whether it is just remembering these incidences that have occurred earlier in this lifetime or within other lifetimes. It is not necessary to walk that path again. You don't need to feel the extent of all these energies, of all these emotions. It is possible to be able to observe, to not get embroiled in the emotion, to be able to understand the gift and the lesson and the opportunities, and to be able to receive from this space. Some of you, though, feel that it is necessary, and so you will go into those emotions, and that is your path. That is part of your plan. So whether it is necessary or not is really irrelevant. It depends on what your path is and what you have chosen, what you choose to walk through, what you choose to embrace and to take on board, and what you choose to let go. Suffering is not essential in any aspect of life and in any aspect of ascension. Suffering is something that humanity feel that is necessary to be able to deserve enlightenment, to deserve being in a higher plane of consciousness. This again is part of the illusion. But sometimes it is necessary to walk through these emotions to fully recognize what it is that you are holding on to. Because it is not about just leaping from one level to another. It is walking through. But how much you take on board, how much you perceive as suffering, will depend on all of you as individuals. But it is not a necessity. It is not an essential part of the process. But it is each down to your individual choices. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeshua. And thank you to both yourself and Mary Magdalene for your energies this evening.
We are both grateful to have come through with these frequencies, with this combined union, to allow you to witness, to observe, to absorb the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And these frequencies that we have been transmitting, they will serve to help each and every one of you on your path, to be able to help you recognize these distinct energies more clearly, and to be wanting to align yourself to these, to recognize where it is that you are moving towards. The more that you can align to the divine, the easier you recognize that frequency within yourself, and the more resonant you become with that, and the more dissonant that you become with other frequencies, it will become your norm. And this will allow you to embrace these energies more. We thank you for your time and your energies. We leave you with love. Thank you, Nick, for that.